Welcome to the podcast. Fuck, I already fucked up.
You forgot to say the name.
Yeah, I'm not. All right, okay. Okay,
You should write it down.
I know I should have write it down.
As soon as you talk, I was holding my laugh, man.
I know, my bad. Okay, anyway. I mean, I can literally put that in the beginning and be like, fuck, I fucked up.
A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this is the one."
All right. I'm gonna do it again. You ready? Hello, welcome to the BoxMonkey Podcast. I'm here with my four other buddies. Starting off with Carlos here.
Hey.
You got Willie.
What's up, guys?
You got Eric
Just happy to be here.
and Shenta.
Hello, everyone.
All right, and we're here on the first episode of the BoxMonkey Podcast. Something we've been planning
Yeah.
for a really long time.
Congratulations, guys. We did it.
It's about time.
Woo!
Yeah, believe
It's
it?
something we've been planning for like 2 years, I believe, right? Or even like
Yeah, 2 years.
it's an idea that we've been thinking of for a really long time, honestly.
Well, we've thrown the idea around, I'm guessing the 2 years, but realistically, we've been more serious about it since the beginning of March when
Well,
everything just went under the toilet.
well, I mean, yeah, especially, and we figure that with everything that's happening right now, it would be the best time to even start an actual podcast. From pretty much starting over Carlos, him mentioning it in the first place, and then actually making it possible right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
we
it just seemed
are.
like the timing was right. I know, right?
Um,
It's about time.
so we should
All right.
probably introduce ourselves a little bit more. So we
Yeah,
can
yeah, we can start off. I
let's do.
mean, so we can start off with myself as the host, of course. Guess you can say 23 years old, going for a computer engineering degree, and here I am right now doing this so podcast, but we'll see how that goes from there, of course.
All right, Carlos, you got anything else?
I have nothing to say. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I wanted to do this podcast really badly. It's just one of those things that right now it just seems like the perfect timing. And then about me is there's not really much to say other than just video games, mainly Minecraft and Overwatch. Pretty basic.
Hmm.
I mean, there's not much really to say.
All right, we have anything else, Shinta?
Yeah, so I'm actually a recent graduate. Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really so much as gaming right now. Anime, I got into music production. Yay.
That's excellent.
But yeah,
Mm,
Oh, that's
that's
pretty
for
good.
now.
yeah.
I mean, I know you're even having a hard time looking for an actual job, also, of course.
Yeah, with this
Yeah,
pandemic,
not
yeah.
not great.
Situation is
Not
very hard right now. All right, so my name is William. For me, it's just like all my friends here explain here. We're doing this little podcast, a side hobby. See if we can entertain, you guys. See how we progress in life. For me, I'm mostly a mechanical engineering person. I'm currently going to a community college right now, hoping to graduate by 2 years from now. Do a little bit of art, a little bit of gaming on the side, sometimes a little side hobbies, you can say.
I mean, that's the most of us, of course.
Yeah, same here. Right now, this podcast is a hobby for now. So, yeah. So, anyways, my name is Eric. I'm going for computer engineering as well, but I might hop into computer science. I'm currently just major hopping, whatever you call it. Yeah, I keep changing majors constantly for the past 5 years in community college. So, yeah, kind of sad. But anyways, we're all here just inspired by various podcasts. Like for example, I'm inspired by Trash Taste. Recently, like they just started like 2 months ago, and from there I'm just like, wow, I really want to do podcasts. So here I am. Like it's actually really happening. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm really surprised. I mean, really, when it comes down to a podcast, you really gotta have a great voice and honestly a great cast of people here on the podcast, of course. So,
I don't think I have a great voice, honestly.
well, a lot of people may think that, and I'm sure whenever we decide to hear our own podcast, we might think the same thing. But of course, our audio listeners might think otherwise, of course. So,
Yeah, of course.
Or maybe not. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, I don't like how this one guy sounds.
Yeah,
Maybe
shut
like
up.
not
Yeah, shut
give.
up, Carlos. No. Anyway, Chente, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I was about to Eric was talking about trash taste. I don't think anybody else knows about trash
uh,
taste here.
not familiar with that
No,
term.
well, it recently just came out like 3 months
Yeah, it
ago.
recently.
Like right now, like Trash Tape Podcast is basically about anime, or that's mostly what they talk about. Probably about manga, or pretty much anything what they talk about, like anything like otaku in general. So besides from that, they have like around like 300,000 subscribers. If y'all don't believe me, I could just check them
Yeah.
out.
I mean, they all have like really good channels on anime and stuff. So it's like a wombo combo. It's pretty spot on. And that's
Yes.
hopefully what happens to us. We get a nice wombo combo going, even
Yeah.
though we don't really have like individual YouTube channels or a big media presence. So hopefully that works out.
Yeah, so yeah, mainly what we think we're gonna talk about is just mostly tech, life, and gaming, or pretty much anything, whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we're really just doing it as a hobby, and we're gonna see how it goes from there. And sure, y'all gonna see the kind of like how the flow may go from here and there. You know, of course, as a pilot, we'll see how it grows from there. So
Yeah, this low budget podcast.
we're really winging it out, honestly. So
I mean, I'm talking on the
yeah.
phone, so that's as budget as we can get.
I mean, I say it sounds amazing. So
I'm talking a little like
Don't be so
like
flattering.
a little headset, you know.
Here
No,
I am
don't be
talking
so-
with L
Yeah.
600.
And most people most podcasts they always talking like these big mics.
Like the Blue Yetis.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you really
about
start to
that.
realize like how little you need just to even start a podcast. I mean, for example, like you go like to TikTok or something, literally you get these famous people just using their phone. I mean, what difference would it make if you even make a podcast in that case?
True, very true.
Yeah. You're right in that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have an external mic that I use for music, but I can't use it on my computer right now because my computer actually has worse internet than my phone, so that's a no-go. I don't want
Yeah,
to sound like a robot all the time.
I mean, especially with what's happening, we're doing this all like online, and it sounds pretty good.
To be honest,
Well,
oh sorry, I'm cutting you off.
well, no, sorry. No, it's all good. Like, what I was gonna say is what Chinta said. He's like his phone has like less problems with the Wi-Fi compared to his computer. But to be fair, you do have like a really good phone, and it's something that I kind of want for myself, but I haven't really thought about it yet.
I
Really?
have,
Because you always trash talking about our phones and you with your iPhone.
I know, right?
Talking.
I still had
I,
I'm over here with the iPhone 7.
bro, I still like I'm still so surprised that you rocked the 7. Like I could never do that myself.
I'm surprised too. I'm surprised. Like a lot of people ask me, like, why did you upgrade? But the thing is that I told them, like, for me, I just like it simple, you know. But maybe in the future, you know, maybe when the iPhone comes out with holograms, maybe that's gonna be my next iPhone.
I
You might
mean,
never
Oh my
know.
God.
the next iPhone's gonna come out like around September, I guess. But I was thinking about just, I'm currently using an Android, so I'm thinking about converting to an iPhone. But I'm not gonna go for an iPhone 12, maybe like probably iPhone 11. Just cheap.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
but with the
Well,
iPhone 11, it has like a regular LCD screen. But I mean, if that really doesn't matter, I would recommend mostly just the space, of course. So
Yeah, that space is what I'm going for, honestly, because I usually just listen to audio, just keep photos. Well, I'm not looking for any like high definition phone, nothing like that. Just mostly space.
I mean,
not like
that's
fancy stuff, right?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
basically, yeah. As I was gonna say that. I mean, I'm surprised that y'all use it for music or these other things. I don't even listen to music. That's the main thing. Carlos knows that especially, of course.
I
Uh,
do.
I have all this space, and I really just want to like take pictures or like maybe like video or whatever whenever I'm traveling, of course.
Oh, really? I
Uh,
mean, usually for me, like, oh, sorry. But anyways, but for me, like, I just whenever I go to class or anything, I just record lectures for like 1 hour long, and that's pretty much it for me.
Damn.
Dude, oh my
Yeah,
God, you did that in art class, dude. I mean, it worked out, I guess.
it's really helpful. You notice how my notes are like, organized.
I mean, I even like tapped or whatever. So like
Yeah.
take like this person, this individual like tapped it whenever he changed like the teacher changed the actual topic. He's like, and like it's like just to remind them like when he changes topics, pretty much.
Yeah, and like I usually like on the left side of the page, I write down the time, like exactly. Oh, he's talking about this right now, like whatever. Whenever he changes slides. Yeah.
Yeah, round pop quiz. What's it called when the painting on the wall is still fresh?
If only I
Eric?
can
I
remember
have no
that.
idea.
It's been so long, like a year ago.
Oh
It's
man,
not fresco.
it
Type
is.
of paint.
I say it is
It's
fresco.
fresco.
It is fresco.
It's fresco.
Fresco? Oh
Eric, you
man,
failed me so much.
I did. I'm sorry.
Such
Is,
dis-
isn't fresco when they use a type of plaster that stays wet for a long time as a painting medium?
I really don't want to
Yeah.
fail like the people that are listening that know about art. I want to say, okay, I know there's fresco and there's fresco secco.
Oh,
Isn't that the one that like peels off, or is that the one that you paint twice? I can't remember now.
There's a bunch of artists that are going to be triggered from this right now.
Oh man.
well, that was quick.
Like I can just picture an artist right now just like face palming and just going like these idiots.
We're sorry.
oops.
No, he's not
Yeah.
sorry.
No
What
one's
I missed?
sorry.
We're not really
Um,
art professionals, like we said. We talk about tech and gaming mostly, so don't
I
take
mean,
the
yeah, don't listen to us specifically. We're just saying whatever it is comes out from there. We're not professionals. We're just here just for whatever entertainment we can do from there. So
It's like disclaimer: we're not professionals in anything.
Except in Overwatch, and even then, I still suck at it.
Oh, you want to go there, Carlos? Huh?
Well,
No,
not
let's
really.
not go there.
That's not, I really don't want to go there because I mean, I'm really the only one that plays it extensively, which is okay. You know, it's not for everyone. I can see why so many people don't like the game from the way it is and the direction that it's headed in the past few years and since its release back in, I believe, 2016, which is a long time ago.
Yeah,
In
2016.
yeah,
Wow.
it's been
4
4
years
years
ago.
since the game came out.
I feel
Right
old.
now, these like the Overwatch summer event just started. Like I think it was 2 days ago.
It started on my
And-
birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
When it comes to Overwatch, I love the game, but honestly,
No, you don't.
seriously, man. Seriously, man.
I mean,
Gotta
considering
bring that to the podcast.
considering no one plays it. Well, okay, let me see. We got William doesn't play it. Got Eric.
I'm
Got
the
we
only
got
one
we
here
got
that
Shente
plays
doesn't
it.
play it. Reason I don't play it. Wait, I forgot already.
You forgot why you don't play the game?
Actually, I do remember actually like for example back then well I gave it a chance so many times, but the fact that it's too competitive, I just can't, man.
Yeah,
It's like
it's very competitive.
I tried to
Oh,
have
yeah.
I try to have like maybe at least a quick play or like have a good time, but well for me as a beginner in Overwatch, oh man, I had a tough time like with each character. Like I've been told by other players, even Carlos, like switch characters. Like I like Hanzo, and then y'all tell me, oh, switch to Genji or or McCree. But every time I try to switch over, y'all tell me, okay, switch to this guy now. I'm like, well, who do you want me to be?
Oh
The
yeah,
game's very fluid. And it's and like I said, it's very competitive. Even the casual playlists are very competitive. It can be pretty intimidating to people that aren't very good FPS players or like
Yeah, like me.
exactly. So when somebody like that, it's like Willie or like you, who wants to just stick to one character, when they play Overwatch, they feel like they're pressured to perform really well in their first game and in every single game. And when you lose, it honestly feels pretty bad, in my opinion. Because even in a casual game mode, like people still want you to perform like at 100%. But
yeah.
we're just here to have fun. But
Well, I
nah, screw
try
fun.
I try to have fun, but y'all take it too serious, you know?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I tried going for fun also, but then I realized, disclaimer, we got Carlos over here. He's like in that Diamond League sometimes, and then he have his other friend also,
Sometimes.
Josue. So whenever we joined them, and I noticed that the owners want us to join them just to play with just the lower ranks, pretty much. And yeah, like I'm not doing that
Oh yeah,
at this point.
because like when Joshua and Carlos, they want us to like play with them as beginners. Me, Joshua, and maybe William. There's a probability or a possible chance we might have like easier people to like face against, right? And so from there are times where we have like easy opponents, but there are times we have like competitive people. So
The thing
that
is with Overwatch is that every character has like negativity and positivity to each other. So you gotta, pull the combo between them. You can't simply just be like a regular, I guess you could say a regular attack hero versus against a tank. It doesn't really works like that
I mean,
sometimes.
isn't that one
You
of
gotta,
those
you
things
gotta.
where you gotta get good? Isn't that isn't that one of those things? Is
It
that
is.
what we were gonna say,
Well,
pretty
it
much?
is too. It
It really
is,
is,
but
honestly.
Well, the thing is, like the way I see Overwatch is like the game, not like it's not like like Battlefield, Call of Duty. You just like go and attack, but you have to in Overwatch you have to be like strategizing or tactful. So like for example, like if you want to like infiltrate, like you can go for infiltration, but there are times where you have to flank like the people around you, you know?
yeah.
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 If y'all really want to talk about competitive games, though, I'll mention it after Carlos goes. What were you gonna say, Carlos?
Yeah, just one more thing before we move on. Even like from what Eric said, he's like, oh, it's so competitive, and Overwatch is. It used to be the game that you can play just for fun, just casually. Like maybe you come back home from a long day at work. That used to be how Overwatch was, but nowadays, like unless you're willing to give Overwatch like a few hours or even more, like every week, you're not gonna catch up to other players. Because right now every single hero has its place. Every match has a play style, and every map has its map. Like, it's already set. And if you just want to play Overwatch just for fun, casual fun, like half an hour maybe or more, maybe, then Overwatch is not for you.
Actually,
Stick
let me.
to games like
Oh,
Call of Duty or stick to Minecraft. It's those games that you can just play whenever you want.
yeah.
It's
Actually, I
no
want to
problem.
say. Oh, I actually want to say something. Like what you just said, like you want to come home and just play some like casual gaming. Well, I used to be like that with Rocket League. Rocket League, where I just
Oh
come in
Lord.
like coming home and just like just play casually, like have a good time. But nowadays, now that the recent update just came, like not too long ago, it's mostly about competitive, and I just can't deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I agree with Eric. Eric and I used to be like the Rocketeer duos back in
Yeah.
Rocket League. Basically, yeah, like everything he explained. Like over the years, the game was great, but then after like I would say like a year or 2 years, they released an update where it made the game way too competitive and forced casual players to just like just uninstall the game.
They
Literally.
gave you guys the boot.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
That's
did,
what
and
happened.
they changed the mechanics. Somehow, a lot of viewers might disagree with this, but I dislike the new changes they did, where they removed the crates and they implemented this so-called blueprints, where
Oh,
you get the items 100% guaranteed, but still it's more expensive that you will get it randomly just by a random number generator, as you can say, from the loot box.
right.
yeah, I still
So
can't
like.
believe they added supply drops to the game.
Yeah, but the highest like tier or whatever, like the highest level I went as competitive, I gave it a chance by the way. But the highest I went is like diamond, and then like little by little I just like went down. I'm just like I'm not feeling it anymore. Like, it's not the same. Like, I try to like whenever I come home like stressed out or like want to take a break from work, I try to get on, but it was everyone gets very competitive. I'm just like I just want to win a game at least, but everyone's doing like aerial shots, which I have no idea how to do anymore. Because over the years,
Uh,
I have no idea how to play anymore.
No, just like Overwatch. I mean, both games in Rocket League, it's just like if you're doing pretty bad, your teammates will be very intoxicated with you. They would start cursing at you. They would start laughing at you. They would start to kick you out the team. It's kind of like that.
I
No, but
mean,
But
if you
I'm sorry, isn't that mostly with any competitive game? Which
yeah,
as nowadays I
Yeah.
really try to avoid. I really try to play the single player or story games. Not because I
Is that-
suck. It's just I rather go to work and then just play an casual game. Like then again, not just because I'm terrible at it. It improves my day better that way, basically.
No, it's true. I mean, a lot of gamers can agree with this now these days. Is that they rather avoid games like that because the amount of toxicity in the community is going on. There's so many like little kids just talking smack, when you just want to play a casual game.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Fortnite?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You got that.
Especially
You
that.
got that Fortnite. You got that Apex. I mean,
What about
heck,
Roblox?
nowadays, like this game, Fall Guys, it just came out. Like I played it. I played it, with my girlfriend basically, and it's pretty competitive. Basically, think of it like Wipeout. It's Wipeout, but it's like a battle royale. So there's like 60 people, and all you like, so you go through obstacle courses versus the 60 people, and they get eliminated if they don't do it. Like in every single map that they throw at you, basically. Now, like I'm over here playing and I'm yelling, at these people that screw me over, or whenever they put you in the team. Like, and the thing is, you can't really talk to them, so you're gonna have to assume that they know what they're doing if they put you in the team. I know no one here probably played it. Maybe Chente, I guess you played it, right?
Yep. I actually won twice. I won twice.
Oh, yeah, you played it last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I won twice. Literally won twice.
Damn.
But like, do you do agree like when they put you in teams, it's pretty unfair because it's really just like a whole gamble. You gotta pray that they know what they're doing.
Yeah, like when I hate team-based games because it's like you said, you're basically it's a 50-50 chance you're gonna get a
Yeah.
good team or
Mhm.
a really bad team, and it sucks. I mean, there's other games in there in Fall Guys where it's like I suck at. Like there's this one where you gotta the game has a grabbing mechanic. And one of the games is like you gotta grab people's tails and you gotta grab them. The grabbing mechanics, it's so freaking wonky. I can never win a single tail game. Whenever that happens, I'm like, okay, that's it. I lost. I'm not gonna win.
Yeah, sometimes teammates can be really, really bad. They could cost you the game, or they could just just abandon you.
I mean, and
Yeah,
isn't nowadays they do what's it called matchmaking? They try to equal the playing field, but
yeah.
nowadays also you got Smurf accounts. Basically, people that are like way up here, but they want to basically go against like the lower ranks at the beginning as if they were brand new, but they're not.
Isn't that you, Carlos?
I have no comment.
No comment.
I'll take that as a yes.
I mean, again, and that just goes back to the same thing where, since everything's so competitive now, we just want to play a casual game, not just because we can win, just because we can just relax after a long day at work or whatever is happening, in your usual routine. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of competitive. I hate games that have matchmaking on like casual playlists. So like Overwatch, even the casual quick play, they match you with people sort of your rank. So you're not gonna most of the time you're not gonna get any. It's gonna be like either a close game or a really bad game. And I think Call of Duty was also the same, where it's matchmaking or skill based matchmaking.
Oh
And
God.
that sucks. And
wasn't
then
I'm sorry, wasn't also in Call of Duty, if I remember correctly, if it's like a whole team, like a whole dedicated team, you're just gonna get just like pawned basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's a, what are they called? Yeah, basically a pre-made team
Yeah.
versus like a non-pre-made team, where it's just
Yeah.
randoms. Sucks. You're gonna lose. And
The
then
whole
Destiny 2, yeah, Destiny 2. So that has skill-based matchmaking, and then they took it off, and a whole bunch of people started playing multiplayer on that, like PvP.
Okay.
So I hate matchmaking. It sucks, especially on casual playlists.
I mean, like, but how would you really improve that? Like it's really just like again, it's just being lucky if you get a good team or whatever.
I mean, if it's like on casual on the quick plays, like on the casual playlist, then like take it off. Like it's random. Like you're gonna get good ones and bad ones. Like you can like pump off. But if you really want to challenge your skills, then go to freaking like ranked is what they should be doing. But right now everything's like skill based matchmaking on most of the competitive games. I guess it makes more sense on like games where they have a lower amount of people, like Overwatch, since it's like 6 people. If it's not there, I guess you have a higher chance to pop off since the other team might have like less people that know what they're doing. But I don't know. I don't know how they could fix it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, like with competitive games, it's a whole thing. I mean, you don't see anything with Minecraft or like Minecraft, Terraria, especially with these other games that are coming out nowadays. Oh,
Oh yeah.
what was that other game that's coming out?
Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. Let's
Oh,
go.
gee.
Call of Duty Cold War.
It's not
Cold War.
confirmed yet.
I mean, everything's the same thing, like from what's happening now. So I mean, I know like Counter Strike, for example, also they have this whole competitive thing, and they got their own random like loot boxes or whatever you call them. Especially even with what's that called? Star Wars Battlefront with their whole scandal. Well, maybe a scandal as we say, but with their whole loot box mechanic that basically destroyed their whole like franchise.
Yeah, that was pretty upsetting for them.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
embarrassment.
It sucks. Yeah.
But it's a good game now. It's actually
Oh,
a really
yeah.
fun game.
Well, like I thought we were boycotting it no matter what it was.
What? Battlefront 2? I mean, it's really. I actually really enjoy the game. There's no more loot boxes, no more unlocking cards. Literally, the only loot box you get in the game now is for actually playing a class and getting the gun for that class, and it shows up in the loot box, and that's it.
That's the only exciting part.
But I have no idea what they're gonna do for the next game because that might turn out really bad.
Weren't they doing like a dogfight game for Star Wars? From what I heard.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm sure if you go Google it somehow, you can see they're doing like a whole Star Wars like dogfight. So like it's all like aerial stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something from what I heard that they're doing. So
that's actually kind of cool. I mean, I'd be skeptical. I would want to see gameplay and like reviews first, see what people think before I actually get it. Because I don't know.
isn't it? Well,
These companies don't
isn't that
put up
like
anything.
mostly how it is? Like basically, you want to wait for the reviews, even though people mostly play it for like, like they literally speed through the game while even trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah, basically.
Alrighty.
Valorant. That's the one I was trying. Valorant is the other competitive game that recently came
Wait,
out.
whatever happened to that one game that y'all wanted to play where like you have to like hold a chicken or something, or like you turn into a chicken?
Hold it, chicken.
Is it like a Minecraft mod or something?
No, it was that one competitive game that's like similar to Overwatch, but like some person turns into a chicken or something.
Oh, Realm Royale?
Yeah, what happened to that? Like y'all don't play
Dude,
it
that
anymore?
game, like
None
that
of the
game, I
people
don't
play it
even know what
anymore.
it
Or
is.
at least I don't think so.
No, I never had the chance to play it.
Never. This is the first time I heard about it.
I don't think people play that game anymore. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, to be fair, but I haven't heard of Realm Royale in a while now.
I mean, I played it. I play a lot of games, a lot of random games that I try out. It's a fun game. It's just that when it came out, there was this one gun that literally everyone was using and would kill you no matter what. And I stopped playing after that. And then I think they nerfed it, and I played again, and then like I just stopped playing. I don't really like battle royale games that much.
Not anymore. I mean, like, but you did like Fall Guys, somewhat.
I like guys because it's literally a game show game. Yeah, a game show game. It's like Wipeout multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, at
Still
first
Battle Royale though.
I thought it'd be something like Gang Beast, where like you just play with friends, like nothing like a whole like battle royale related.
That's one standing. Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that the battle royale like genre is like that just really dying out now?
I don't think so. I mean, Fortnite still gets like ungodly number of viewers on Twitch and on YouTube.
Fortnite's still strong. Not
It's
as
not
as it
as
used to be,
mainstream.
but he's still strong.
They added more stuff to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the new season. I don't know anything about Fortnite nowadays. But I think that they released like a season 2, chapter 3, chapter 2. I have no
Chapter
idea.
2. Like when Season X, there was a black hole and everything. It just sucked everything out, and they like did it a fresh start back in
God damn.
October.
Oh, I remember that.
They did
Damn,
it.
what happened? What happened to everything, man?
I
There used
have
to
no.
be like a Viking boat. There used to be like a big forest and a junkyard or
Well,
something.
I don't
Like, and
play Fortnite that much, but I understand like the story there because it pretty much for
there's
those
a
who play Fortnite,
story.
there's kind of like a lore behind it.
Oh
Like
Lord.
each
I
season,
mean,
there's a lore.
they try to.
Yeah, and then they try to explain how all this it goes. It's pretty interesting, but at the same time, the game was ruined by kids.
It's meant for
I
kids.
think I think the game was just like overhyped. There's nothing really, in my opinion, there's nothing really special about Fortnite. It's just a battle royale that was inspired by PUBG, and I feel like it got way overhyped, and now that it's no longer the way it used to be, that people are just like, okay, it exists, but we're not gonna pay that much attention to it nowadays.
I mean, the main
At least we're
thing
not gonna.
that happened is like there was no battle royale on consoles. Like that's what you got to remember. And like
All right.
I was waiting for any kind of game to go on the PS4. Well, in my case, we were PS4 squad, whatever.
Not
And
anymore.
what's it called? So like I was waiting for anything. I was playing this other game called The Calling. It was more like hand-to-hand combat. Of course, it's ruined now after they put like the second one, and then they went back to Calling Origins, and then from Calling Origins they released loot boxes, from what I remember, and then the whole thing just got shut down. It's just a disaster. Anyway, there's that one. Of course, you got PUBG.
Battle Royale.
I mean, Apex came out afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Apex.
Oh
played
yeah,
a lot of
Apex.
Apex
Yeah.
when it first came out. Apex season 1 and 2 was when I played Apex, but it took way too long to implement like variety in the game. I think they still don't even have a solo mode yet. Like why? Like I'm not always gonna have my squad to play with me. Sometimes I just want to play alone, or I have to play alone, and I would rather play a solo lobby than to be paired up with a bunch of random people that could most likely, I don't know, maybe not know how to play the game right. Well, I don't know. A solo playlist would be a lot better than the.
I mean, it just goes back to like how competitive it is nowadays. Like anywhere, so.
Well, do you guys want to know the top games played on Steam right now?
Top games, what competitive related or just in general?
Only let me see. Well, two of them, technically three, four, five, six. Six games are basically top out of 10.
Okay.
So people love competitive games. Like literally number one is, CS:GO, obviously.
Well, that of course that's on Steam. Like, of course that'll be on there.
I mean, yeah, I'm going off Steam basically. Computer base is bigger than I think both
Well,
consoles. I don't know about how much though.
PC is always like the biggest of everything since the beginning. I mean, from the beginning you got what? Doom. Like that's like the beginning from there. Then you go more down, you got people playing all these other games now.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, League of Legends.
Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people still play Titanfall?
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently a guy no named Seth plays it.
Yeah. Our friend said he plays it a lot.
Always recommending us. Oh, y'all should play it. Like,
Wasn't
yeah,
Titanfall free
maybe.
on PS4 for some time? I think I do have Titanfall. Now that I
I
think
think
It
about it.
was
yeah,
free
on
for a bit.
Xbox. Yeah, one time.
Yeah, it was free at one point.
I think I played
Yeah,
it
it was.
once. Titanfall 1. No. Actually, I remember now. Titanfall 1 was exclusive for Xbox, and then they
Yeah.
released the second one, which is now on PS4 and all other ones.
Like,
Oh,
in my
and
opinion, like, oh, I'm sorry.
mhm.
What are you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say basically, and I remember correctly, Titanfall also was the original creators of I think it was
Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare.
2.
Yeah, it was the
Let's
original ones.
let's go. That's my favorite game, by the way.
Oh, happy.
If you guys don't know that yet, that is my absolutely favorite game. I don't think I spent more time on any other game besides maybe Minecraft on that. I don't know. I love that game so much.
Yeah, if you talk
But yeah,
about that with Carlos, he'll all day
I
you'll get along
yeah,
with him.
Our friend
I
here is
can
Morpher
go hours.
2 lover.
I can
Yeah.
go hours talking about that game. Like I just can go. I absolutely love that game. Like to know him, And when Black Ops 1 came out the following year, I was so disappointed. Not because Black Ops 1 was a bad game, just because it wasn't Modern Warfare 2. So I just kept playing that instead of playing Black Ops.
Yeah.
Hoping for a remaster.
Well, technically, there already is a remaster, just
I mean,
not of the multiplayer.
yeah, the
And
closest you've gotten was just the campaign, so that's
I
close
know.
enough.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
But
2020 is already a big letdown, so why not make my favorite game a letdown too?
I mean, they still want to profit off of not only Modern Warfare and also the whole battle royale they have right there from Warzone,
Mm.
of course.
Oh my
Of
God,
course,
Warzone is so huge right now.
they're not just gonna be like, okay, let's completely forget about Modern Warfare and Warzone, and let's just, like, remember those are huge right now. I doubt they want to waste their money. Why don't you say waste? They're gonna invest in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, which would be huge, but it won't get as much appeal up until Warzone or Modern Warfare dies down, of course.
That or they're just afraid that people will play Modern Warfare 2 remaster instead of Warzone
I
or Modern Warfare.
I really highly doubt that that's really the case. I mean, think about it.
I
Like
mean,
when the original Modern Warfare remaster came out. Then again, now that I think about it, Infinite Warfare was terrible. So, but then again, it really split the community, maybe more towards like they were just doing the remaster. So
yeah, exactly. It literally split the community. You had your people that were like me, who had no interest in Infinite Warfare. When I saw that trailer, I knew I was not going to buy the game. I never did. That was the only Call of Duty from Modern Warfare 2 up to now. Like, that's the only Call of Duty game that I actually, like, intentionally missed out on. Because I knew that that game was not for me.
I understood like the point where they were just going to futuristic style, like when Black Ops 2 came out. When I first saw it, I was excited. I was like, it looks fun. I tried it out. It was alright, but then like they started releasing all these new Black Ops Call of Duty that was just like futuristic, and then I agree. Like most players were like, okay, like we get with the futuristic, but let's go back to the modern era or the past era,
I mean,
Like, what was it? Yeah.
that was during the time where we wanted something new. Everyone complained they wanted, it was just the same thing every year. That's why
Yeah.
they went
Yeah.
up towards the future. But now, what was it again? It was going towards Ghost, going
We got tired of the
towards
future,
yeah,
basically.
like we got tired of future, and then that's when they're like, okay, let's step it back. They dropped
Literally, though.
World War II, and and I'm sure all of us remember when DICE released that Battlefield
Battlefield
1
1.
trailer.
Oh my
Yeah, we're
God.
like, oh yeah, we're buying it like off the bat. I even bought the what's it called,
The Let's
3 day.
Edition, I believe?
Yeah, I forgot what's it called exactly, but like the one where it's like 3 days before, and yeah, like I bought it just so I can play it early.
Same.
Yeah, we
I
all.
did not regret it, by the way.
Yeah,
I
I
also even
think
bought all the DLC.
the DLC. Oh shoot.
Yeah, the Battlefield 1 had 4 DLC packs where every few months you would get like another expansion, like you would get like there was this one DLC where it was the Russians, and then the second, and then another DLC that was like um it was naval warfare. So, like it was revolved around boats and like ships, and they even had blimps that could like drop bombs, kind of like an actual plane, but there were just these giant blimps that they were just like a big, easy target.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Wait, what wasn't that the like if one team gets like a disadvantage, they get like a warship or something? Is that what you're
Oh,
talking about?
that's no, but I
Oh,
do know, like I know it's a different blimp, so
okay, okay.
it's not that big one,
So
It's
is it
just like
just
a
there?
tiny
Yeah.
one that it's just a tiny one that just drops bombs and can spot people from even farther away.
Oh.
So anyone
But
can just like grab it or just ride on it?
yeah, it was a vehicle. Like it
Oh,
was
okay.
similar. It's similar to how you can like get on a plane or
Oh, okay, yeah.
or on a boat. Like it's a vehicle. They
So
just
like,
spawn every now and then.
so when you're about to spawn, like, it's just there for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't very popular, obviously, because
It's slow.
it's a giant blimp.
It's
They don't
slow.
go that fast.
Actually, I think I remember. Wasn't it a giant blimp? And then there was like 6 or like 8 people can get on it. and then they just
Well,
shoot like
you're
down at the enemy. I think it was
Yeah.
something like
well,
that, right?
you're still talking. That's the behemoth. So that's well, it's a like I said, it's a different blimp. Like the one that I'm talking about right now, well, specific to this DLC is like it's a small blimp that can only have like I believe it was 2 or 3 people, and one of them spots people. Another one drops bombs right underneath, like if there's like a boat or something. If there's a boat below you, then you can just drop bombs on it, or then it will do a lot of damage. But
Yeah.
this is different from what Arturo's talking about, which is the behemoth. I think that it was called, where the behemoth would only spawn if one team is doing poorly, and the
Mhm.
game gives them like this huge advantage, literally, in the form of a giant blimp. But this blimp is just, it's like it's a small one. You can take it down kind of easily.
I mean, like we went from what Levolution up until we have until what's it called, Cops and Robbers for some reason. Then going towards what we have Battlefield 5, where it's the same thing, but really just going backwards. But yes, I know what you're gonna say I like it, but there's a lot of things that I wished were there before. So
More power to you for liking Battlefield 5. I honestly feel like it was a huge step back compared to Battlefield 1. I mean, they got rid of Behemoth, which was emphasized on the Battlefield 1 trailer, something that they worked on, and I'm not sure if the community like particularly liked the Behemoths in the game, but you can't lie, like they were a very cool concept, like, and some of the maps, they could be from a giant blimp or a giant ship or literally like a giant tank. Like it's a tank that's like the size of like a mansion. That was actually one of the behemoths.
I mean, right
And
now, like I'm sorry,
very
but
creative.
like just right now, we're really in like in just a weird position of like what we're gonna go do next, either with the next Call of Duty, with the next Battlefield, or really with like any other kind of like multiplayer game right now. A lot of it's like kind of like proof of concept, testing things out on what else they can get, they can kind of like quote unquote get away with, or make a whole new kind of genre. So
Yeah, I just
This is
with
true.
Battlefield, I think the Battlefield community just wants to see what's next. Because I think the majority of fans were disappointed in how Battlefield 5 was treated. Like with like very little content, setbacks compared to the previous games, and just overall like a poor delivery when it was first introduced. The literally like one of the executive people in EA told fans, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Like you're not supposed to say that to your fans. That's just a terrible marketing decision.
It is, yeah.
Can
Like
we
you
go
don't
back
want
to
people to not give you their
Fortnite?
money, but that's what he said.
I mean, you
But
want to be like, you buy it, we keep making them. I mean, that's kind of the motivation you want.
yeah, not to tell your fans, well, too bad. If you don't like it, too bad. Like that's I don't know. It still confuses me to this day, and I really do hope that the next Battlefield game is a lot. If we can just go back to Battlefield 4,
Like
which
modern, yeah.
or
yeah,
even Battlefield 3,
I mean 3 and 4 are like
especially.
the golden days, really.
Yeah, like
I mean,
not to
people.
say that there's something wrong with Battlefield 1. I'm sorry,
Oh no,
but
I was just gonna say, like people back then, they just want like, at the time there was like a lot of modern games like Battlefield 3 and 4. Back then they're just like, oh, I want like World War II or something, and that's what they get. And then later they're just like, you know what, let's go back to modern.
I mean, keep in
the
Oh,
mind
thing
maybe,
is,
also,
like,
you know,
but keep in mind like people really don't even know what they want until they show it in front of them.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
yeah, like nobody knows what they want. So it's
paint
like
jobs.
you can say what you want, and then when you do get it, then you might even regret what you even get at that point. So
I mean, you want something that you don't have, you know.
I mean,
true, yeah.
I mean, I wanted a World War II game from EA because I never played Battlefield 1942. But when I saw Battlefield 5, I'm like, this isn't it. I mean, first of all, the Russians aren't even there, and I mean that's kind of like a huge omission. They
I
barely
mean,
added the Japanese.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like, a lot of people said like when they saw the trailer, they're just like, oh, this is about the British Army versus the Nazis, Germany, and they're all saying like, oh, I want Japanese battles, but once they get it, they're just like, whatever.
Because they delivered it so late. I think it was over a year after the game first came out.
Yeah, but when the trailer like finally came out, they're just like, why couldn't they release this first?
Exactly. They were like, what took you so long? Like, why was this implemented so late into the game's life cycle?
Right.
Same thing with Battlefield's Battle Royale mode. I think it was Firestorm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Firestorm, yeah.
When it was first announced, people were like, well, we'll see how this goes. But it didn't come out on launch. It came out like 6 months maybe after launch. And by then, everybody was already like, well, who cares? You know?
I mean, wasn't it also like when GTA came out and then the multiplayer came like a week later, I think, right? Do you remember, William?
Well,
It came like a week later, but you probably didn't buy it when it first came out, right?
No, when GTA 5 came out, I didn't buy it till like I would say like 6 months later.
Okay.
The
So
game came
I
out.
guess you got it like on
But
PS4 probably.
yeah, but yeah, like around the release of GTA 5 on the PS4.
Okay.
No, my bad, on the PS3 release.
Mhm.
The online came out very soon, as soon as the game was released too. A lot of people enjoyed it, but at that time, there wasn't that many content. But over the years, they started adding more content. But really, I think we could all agree that ever since they added that flying bike, that it just kind of acts like a little miniature jet. I think we could all agree here that GTA is pretty much dead after that.
I
I don't
mean,
think it's dead.
really,
Not really bad. People
GTA was really a cash grab. When once they released the multiplayer and the shark cards, that's mainly what I'm talking about. And that's
Mhm.
kind of see Rockstar Games now, like they're even gonna re-release it for the PS5. And I'm
Yeah, a lot
sure
of
whenever they're introducing the PS5, I'm sure when you saw like the logo of Rockstars, some people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be GTA 6." Nope, you just hear Michael, saying the same thing, on his crappy life, going on towards GTA 5. So
It's funny that they
yeah.
use this line, and we've literally been hearing this thing since, goddamn, 2013 when it first came out.
I mean, I don't even
It's
think
been
anyone,
7 years.
no one really plays like the story nowadays, though.
Well, why
It
would
really
they?
doesn't.
They haven't touched the story since it first came out.
Yeah, they made a promise where they were gonna release some sort of expansion to the story, but they never
They never
did.
did. They
And
never did.
that's the letdown. Believe me or not, a lot of Rockstar fans are pissed off because when they saw, like Arturo say, when they saw, like, I was one of them too. And like for those, I'm a huge fan of GTA and Borderlands, and because I've been playing GTA one since I was like PlayStation 1 era, those
Hmm.
times,
Damn,
Yeah,
you're
and
old.
a lot of us has.
What do you
like,
mean? Oof. Not all of us.
Wait, really? What you mean?
Yeah,
Well,
not
I
all of
never.
us.
Like,
My
what?
first GTA, believe it or not, my first console GTA was GTA 5. I never
GTA
played any.
5. I
I
mean,
never
like,
played 4 or 3.
unless Chente, unless you're talking about like those really like first proof of concept GTA games, like True Crime. You remember that? Or
True crime.
are you gonna tell me that what's that called? The Simpsons on the Run.
Oh
That
my
one.
god!
The Simpsons.
You remember that game?
That I played that. That's what I played with.
Okay, that's what he played when he was the youngsters, the
The
kids.
youngster.
Oh god! Please don't ever say that again.
Youngsters?
Yeah.
Youngsters, that's a good word.
Well, to be fair, you are the oldest one here,
No,
so
no, no,
it's on
no.
you.
I'm the oldest one.
Technically, I'm the oldest. Nah,
Eric,
bro.
aren't you like 6 years old though?
Oh, on leap year, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got a leap year person. So
Yeah. A lot of
yes.
people ask me like, so is your birthday like every 4 years? Like, yeah, pretty much. And like the most question I get is like, so is your birthday gonna be on February 28th or March 1st? I'm just like, I guess somewhere in between, you know?
wait, I remember most of the time, what's it called? Do you remember when we were working in Jovi's? Whenever they try to declare either your birthday or I think anywhere else, they always just say March 1st. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure, right? That
yeah,
most of the time they just say March 1st.
yeah, March 1st. Yeah, even in Facebook too. Well, technically in Facebook, when it's February 28th, they say it's my birthday. I'm just like, okay, I guess it is my birthday.
For those questioning who what Joby's is, Joby's is a retail store made by HEB here in Texas.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I keep forgetting HEB. HEB is only in Texas, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
unless
yeah,
somebody
technically
is
it is.
unless somebody's listening from Mexico. Because
Oh,
it's
Oh yeah,
also
yeah.
dude,
from Mexico,
I
believe it or
still
not.
remember when I applied for HEB and I had to interview. I make it sound like as if I know what I'm talking about. I'm just
Oh
like I'm
no.
like yeah, so yeah, HEB is a big franchise all across the world, that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, and then basically the
The
interviewer corrected me.
yikes.
Yeah, he corrected me. Oh, that's good. Well, first off, HEB is only across Texas, some parts of Mexico, and like maybe some in some states that we have here, but mainly in
No,
Texas.
just Texas. There's no outside of Texas. There's not. It's not like Bucky's.
Well, I mean, I'm
Like
I'm talking to the hiring manager, so I'm guessing it's like one or two that they have out there. So,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
but then again, this was like probably like 2 years ago at this point.
Until you got fired. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just say it like that.
Okay, sure,
Casually
okay,
mention it.
yeah.
Yeah, you got fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I've been through what 3 jobs, and then they all fired me. So that's nice.
Damn.
Wait, I thought one of the jobs, Coles, that you put your 2 weeks notice.
I, I've never even been to Kohl's. Wait, I
Or
never
not
put.
Coles.
Okay, okay.
Wait,
In every job I've been in, I've never put my 2 weeks notice. When I
really?
worked at Kroger, when they demoted me,
Oh yeah, he just
I
walked
just walked out. I moved
Damn.
on to Target, and then they fired me because of the hurricane that came out. Pretty much. Well,
Yeah, because
Hurricane Harvey, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
Harvey.
Harvey.
When Harvey came out, and like they fired me because they needed like less people, basically. And then from there, I'm like, okay, let me go to what's that called? Bed
Bed
Bath and
Bath and
Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah, I went to Bed
Yeah.
Bath and Beyond, and terrible place to work at. Like, there's nothing to do. Like me even saying Bed Bath and Beyond, you're probably thinking, oh no, he means Bath and Body Works. No, no, no. Bed Bath and Beyond, were all like the rich wives or, these people just go there to buy like a $2,000 blender. Like, but
Good
no,
lord.
nothing really happens there. It's from there. I really just like I just left. Like as soon as I got the Jovi's job, aka like HEB, I just left. I didn't say anything. I just literally walked out. And
Damn,
then of
Chris.
course, and then going towards my Jovi's job, I started off going overnight up until I worked daytime, where they fired me because I was sick and basically they didn't like that in that case. And yeah, where I am now working at a different job. So.
Yeah.
It's a lot more interesting than my case, where I've been having the same job since I was 16.
How
Huh.
long has it been though for you, Carlos?
It has been I'm trying to do the math in my head. It's been that long. It's been 7 years.
Damn, you are too loyal.
Honestly, I don't know why I stayed so long. I was gonna leave like by year 2 because I had this horrible manager he was just on my case, every single day. It's like he was singling me out, and I could honestly say that's probably like the only time I've had a bad manager. I'm sure it won't be the last time, but it was the first time. And he like it was so terrible. I honestly felt like I was gonna do what Arturo did back in Kroger, not in Kroger, and what was it? Bed Bath and Beyond? Just
Yeah.
walk out. Yeah, just walk out. I was literally just gonna do that, but then one of my assistant managers convinced me to stay longer and to stay, like don't quit yet. You never know. Maybe things will get better, and they did get better eventually. Now I get paid a lot more than like what I honestly think I should be getting, because my job's not hard, but I'm getting paid
Yeah, I got that
around the same amount.
curbside. Uh-huh.
Are you a scanner or like basically
Not
cashier?
not anymore.
Not
No,
anymore.
no. I left that ever since March. I was like, okay, I need to go somewhere else, because I'm being exposed to like thousands of people every single day, and I just want to minimize my exposure, and I switched departments.
So what do you
Curbside.
work at
But
now?
that didn't help
Like,
much.
So
Like,
where you
it's
work
like
at?
what Arturo said. I do curbside now, where people can do their deliveries online, and I either deliver it to them right to their car, or I go get the items that they order online. So like I just pick it up and I set it to the side, and then somebody else delivers it to their car. It's really not a hard job. It really isn't. It's just a lot of walking, but that's okay. I actually like to walk,
That's good.
bro.
Hmm.
But today though, oh my god, it's so. Okay, I'm gonna make this real quick. This one lady walks up to my basket, and I have these plastic bags on the side of my on my cart or whatever
Yeah.
because I have to bag all the items that people order.
Okay.
So I see this lady. She pulls her mask down, licks her fingers
Wait, what?
for a,
Oh, what?
yeah. She licks her fingers for like a good 5 seconds just to make sure like she gets her saliva on there. Oh, that sounds wrong.
Oh,
But yeah, and then she touches my bags so she can get a couple. And
oh,
I'm just there staring at her like, what the are
Oh,
you doing?
you mean like? Oh, okay. So you, I know like you get orders for other people, but so that's
Yeah.
like it's like something you picked out, and she just grabbed it from there, basically.
No, she just touches my plastic bag that are
Oh,
they're empty
okay,
because I have like a bunch that I might use or whatever.
okay.
And she just grabs a few, like, and she just grabs a few with her wet finger,
Hmm.
well, fingers, plural, I guess. And I just look at her and I'm like, I literally just stare at her, like, what are you doing? Why are you like? Keep in mind, this lady has a bunch of stuff in her basket. Who knows how many things she's touched? I could say, I could say confidently, she has over 50 items. Like, can you imagine just how many items and objects she's touched since she walked into the store?
I mean,
And
considering
then she
like,
licks her fingers.
yeah, she's one of those people that put the mask down. You know, maybe she licks her fingers whenever she needs to touch anything for whatever reason, for an extra grip, maybe.
Like, honestly, that is one of the most. It made me so mad. I went back to my department, grabbed a bottle of hand sanitizer that you can spray it down. On God, like I just sprayed the crap out of my bags. Just hand sanitizer everywhere because I don't know what the hell this lady has, and I want to find out. I just want my bags to be as sterile as possible
Yeah,
because
basically. Uh-huh.
oh my God,
I mean,
like I
with everything that's happening, like I mean, you see in every single store now, you got the little what's it called? Sneeze guard? Is that what they call it, right? Cough guard? Like those clear ones, right?
yeah, it's just like those they're not plastic. I think they're called plexiglass actually. Plexiglass
It's just a little
shields.
guard, and like in my job, where basically I pretty much like I fix computers or like Apple and that kind of thing. We have a little
Nice.
guard in front of the register, and basically like it's only in the front, and in the middle there's like nothing. So like I guess people think that they just look over, thinking that I hear them quote unquote better, but it's really the same thing. But it just defeats the purpose of the actual sneeze guard or whatever you want to call it.
It's almost everywhere now. Everywhere you go, there's some form of that shield. But where I work, like the checkers or whatever, I feel like they do it. They implemented the best way that I've seen anywhere else. Because most places just have like that one slab of glass and that's it.
Hmm.
But at HEB, they have like it's kind of like a wall. Like you have glass behind you, glass in front of you, and there's only one hole, and that's where people use to pay with their card, and that's it.
Isn't that kind of
So
like what gas stations did back then? You know, like whenever they try to get robbed, now they have like a little place just where you can just pay.
yeah, that's exactly how it is. It literally looks just like that. Like it's just one hole, and that's where you pay.
well, don't they have like
There's
bulletproof
nowhere else.
glass?
Well, yeah, but in this case, it's not bulletproof. It's just
Just a
germ proof. I don't
like
know.
a plastic glass.
It does something. It definitely does something. It's just it keeps the people safe. So
It
that's
does
good.
help, but like in some situations, it's not that very effective to blocking like actual bullets. But it's just there.
I
You're
mean,
talking about gas stations, no one.
yeah, I mean, like if you're talking about just the regular sneeze guards, I mean, at least we're deflecting, you know, germs or whatever at that point. So
Yeah.
Oh no, oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about that sneeze guard. I'm like, they do something. What you mean they don't?
No,
But
I thought you guys talked about like the guard or something like that.
I mean,
No,
Well,
some gas stations do have like bulletproof glass,
well,
and they're pretty thick.
isn't it mostly those family-owned gas stations that they have like the bulletproof ones, and then the ones that are more mainstream, they just have just the regular sneeze guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you go to
I believe
Stripes,
so.
pretty much like you see that Stripes or whatever y'all call it, Speedway. I'm not sure. I think Bucky's maybe is like that also.
Bucky's.
Mm,
We're really started to show just how
I think so.
Texan we are.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all from
we're not
Texas, by
Texan,
the way.
so yeah.
yeah, we're all Texan. Whataburger, In-N-Out's
What?
okay. What else controversial I can say?
Austin's
Tex.
not that weird.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Okay, I just pissed off who knows how many people just by saying that. I'm sorry.
yeah. And let's see, sports. We don't ride horses. We're not. That's not what Texas is. We don't just ride horses. Country. We do
There's
say
no,
y'all.
We don't
there's
have
no
cowboy
gender.
boots in our wardrobe. No cowboy
I
hats.
actually,
No.
I actually do. I do.
You have
Okay, so
cowboy
most of
boots.
us.
Yeah, I have cowboy boots and
Okay, so
cowboy
most
hat.
of us don't have
I
cowboy
mean,
boots.
let's see. In Texas, we speed. I mean, because
Not the drug speed.
yeah, like we speed. I mean, guns are cool.
Yeah, they're nice.
They
I
are.
think that was the controversial.
For self-defense, so.
Yeah,
Self-defense.
self-defense. Always have a license. That kind of thing.
I
Paper
like
plates suck
grandma.
ass, but everybody has paper plates here. I don't know why. Why that's so common.
Has what?
Paper plates, they're everywhere.
Oh yes.
Paper
Oh my
plates?
lord.
Wait, what do you mean paper plates?
Paper plates.
The, yeah, just it's how the license plate, right? That thing's like metal. Like they just have like a paper. It's literally a paper piece of
Yeah,
paper.
yeah. You mean those temporary plates, pretty much.
So
Yeah,
you meant
but they're
like party
every.
plate or something.
Excuse me. No, they're just replacement for the real thing, and honestly, they're everywhere now, and it sucks seeing them like so often because most of the time it's people that probably don't have insurance or probably aren't. I don't know. The car doesn't belong to them. It belongs to
I mean,
somebody
you're not
else. I don't
wrong.
know.
Like when I got my red car, I got it from like my dad's mechanic. So like he has his own little like dealership, right? The
Mhm.
only thing is that I couldn't pay up front, and he needed to renew the license plate every month. So every month he would print out a temporary license plate to put on the back of my car whenever I pay.
Yeah.
Cause I had to pay every month. No, that's how he did it. But the thing expires like every once in a while, and
Yeah,
that's not something I've ever
Yeah.
mentioned, but that's something I had to do. I'm like, oh, I paid him and he gave me a new temporary plate. So until I finished it, because he thinks that if I don't, if he did that basically, I would keep paying him, but because he didn't trust me
Uh,
or something like that.
I get it.
I was
Yeah,
wondering. I'm like, well, why is he doing this?
yeah, because he probably didn't trust me, so he kept doing it that way. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
That makes
Big
sense.
yikes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, nothing sketchy. Don't worry, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, because most of the time there's always something going on whenever, or at least almost always there's something going on.
True.
But yeah, they're almost everywhere here.
Yeah, because most of the times is that there are also two people who just got their cars, barely.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm trying to get a new car, so like I'm ready for my paper plate, I guess.
For your
Yeah,
legit
I'm ready.
And
ass
we'll
paper
definitely
plate.
bring it up. We'll be like, Arturo, what is that?
It's it's my new vehicle, which you can't go anywhere now. You can't really travel. So I mean, I can't wait to take it to and from work, and that's kind of it. Maybe I take a
Yeah,
detour just so I can enjoy it a little longer.
Just
You
enjoy
should
the
I've
def-
seen it, bro.
you should definitely go to Memorial Park. You definitely should.
Yeah.
Because they actually opened. I don't know if you've been there recently, but for like a couple of years now, they've had this gate surrounding the running trail. Like I believe last week, they actually opened the place. So now in the park, now there's a smaller park inside of the main park, and it's pretty nice on. It has like a lake and everything, a trail, like trees everywhere. It's a park.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, since your store was like, man, I can't really drive anywhere. But don't go like in peak times because you'll feel like you'll definitely have to wear a mask the whole time, and you'll just feel uncomfortable being surrounded by so many people.
True. Very true.
Sucks running in a mask. It's not fun.
Oh my god, like you can't do it. Like I've
Walking.
tried running with a mask. It's just
It's best to go like when you're alone in the park maybe, but if there's like maybe like a few people coming in the park that want to run as well, I guess this is the time we have to leave.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I was running like a 2.5 mile like 2 days ago,
nice.
and I see this one guy like running as well, and I was a little uncomfortable, but I'm just like, oh, let me just run, but like let me just keep my distance, obviously. Like he ran on the trail, and I was just running on the grass. And when I pass him, I'm just trying to like speed up, but I'm like very tired.
I mean, it's
But
really a pretty weird situation. Like we gotta kind of adapt to like wearing mask. Basically, like when it comes to fashion, especially working out, also, it's just a whole new way of life when we have to go through. Hopefully, not any longer from there. So,
right, yeah, I see like bodybuilders are wearing masks in Instagram videos, just
but you
like
notice those bodybuilders, they're wearing those thin ones so they can still breathe. So it's not really doing much. It's just there just to at least, you know, make it barely legal in that sense. I
I
hope
guess.
you notice that, right? Like either it's like a filter or it's like a thin like cloth so they can still breathe, but they can still, work out, but not really like doing much.
So it's one of those like thin masks where you can still like blow into a fire and then like go off.
Yeah, basically. And I'm not gonna lie, like when they first put like the mask in my gym, I'm like, man, like I kind of just want to get like a regular one where I can still breathe, but I'm still passable. Just to get the okay so I can walk in and work out. But
Yeah,
then that just defeats the purpose entirely, of course, in protecting not only like myself but especially the others, of course. So
yeah. Because when you work out, you really gotta like obviously breathe, like maintain your breathing.
And you exhale a lot.
Yeah, you do. Inhale, exhale a lot, especially when you're running. Like
Oh my god, you don't have to give us a recreation.
But yeah.
I'm surprised you
Always
still go to the
funny.
gym nowadays. And that people overall go to the gym.
well, I mean, like one is like it's cheap to go to the gym versus buying like what a 30-pound weight. You can use that just to buy a membership for a whole month. Like think about it. Like how many lifts are you gonna get per day versus just going like through a gym where you can use a whole equipment just using the same amount of money you're buying yourself.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also like people like me where I'm not really into doing all that. I mostly just stick to cardio and cut out certain foods from my diet.
Yeah, we do that.
Where, yeah, like I don't need to weight lift. I'm pretty sure weightlifting is awesome for you and all, but like I'd rather just stick to like jogging and biking occasionally.
Well, Chente, like yeah, you haven't been worked out since like quite a while, right?
Well, I started working out again, but I'm doing mostly like body weight stuff and like the one or the two 25-pound dumbbells I have
Uh-huh.
Nice.
and jump rope.
But I
Getting
know
them
That's
gains.
I know you've been pretty busy from trying to work out now.
Yeah, at least something. Because like, don't get me wrong, I want to go to the gym, but like, uh, I don't
Sometimes
know.
it's too risky.
I'm worried. Like it sucks because I don't like want to go bench press. It's been too long. Then I don't have a bench here, so it's kind of
Isn't it a
uh,
bench like 2 or 300?
yeah. I have
Big
200 or
gains.
something for like a cheaper one. Or
Jesus.
no, you can go as low as I think 100 something.
And they're
100?
probably sold out by now.
Nah, man, just buy it. I wish, bro.
Oh, nah, that
Oh,
thing's gonna take you like 2 months, and by the time it
Buy it,
arrives, it's gonna.
rich. Like you look at it, it's just filled with sand.
Busan is gonna get here like 6 months, and by then quarantine's gonna be over.
Nah, I don't know if it'll be that soon.
I don't know, maybe 12 to 18 months.
12 to 18
I
12
months.
just
to
hope this
18.
thing ends like at least by next summer. At least,
I
but
doubt it.
part of me thinks that yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Well, the main thing is that even when we do get like a vaccine or anything like that, you got to keep in mind who's gonna get it first. Like
Right.
obviously it's gonna be
The
people,
doctors.
yeah, like the doctors, scientists, people that are up there, and
First
then
responders, basically.
yeah, basically, and then the hardest part is also like kind of like how's it gonna be distributed from there. So starting from like the first couple months is the first responders, then going down another 3 months, it might just be a couple of us who can afford it or however they decide they're gonna do it,
Yeah, how are
and
they gonna
then
like? How much are they
going
gonna charge?
yeah going towards like the end of the year, then like maybe the rest of us are gonna get it, but we're still gonna keep like maybe wearing like masks, just seeing how things are, you know. So you're really not
Yeah, I
looking
could see
at anything
myself.
different up until like 2022. Maybe things are really start dying down. So
Yeah, I could see myself wearing a mask anywhere I go for like at least another year.
I mean, like back then, like when 1918, they wore masks. They complained. They improvised masks as well. But
Improvise, overcome, adapt.
yeah, like all those kind of things.
Yeah, I remember the first time we
And
had to wear masks and we had trouble like breathing into it, but over time we already adapted to it. It becomes
yeah,
a
and
daily thing now.
the first few months, they weren't even mandatory. It was just like, pretty please wear it, but you don't have to wear it. So people would wear, like, it was like 50-50, like before it was required. So half the people would wear a mask, and then you had your other group of people that wouldn't wear it, and then the people that were wearing masks, they would complain. Like, why isn't it mandatory? Why are you letting these people in? They're gonna make everyone sick, and we're like, well, there's not much we can do since we don't make the rules.
It's pretty sad how they complain about a mask that is there to keep ourselves to be safety, you know. But still, it's
Just
just
people think more about they have the mentality of I instead of we. So like, it's like, I don't care what it doesn't matter what happens to anybody else, just as long as I'm okay.
exactly.
You know?
It's sad. Like I see, you see the media, like all those people, it's just like they're protesting about, oh, it's my body and stuff like that. And we're over here like, we want to live, we want to survive, but at the same time, we're stuck with like, all these people. I do hope this pandemic does go away very soon.
Now, because like outside the U.S., everyone's doing their part to like wear a mask, try to do their part with the pandemic. But we're here just, making it a big issue about a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I
mean,
think
it
we
really
should move
shouldn't.
on from this subject. Like,
I mean, from
it's kind of sad.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, from
Sad
everything, I
subject.
mean, like again, a lot of these things are happening. Like for us, of course, from what's happening now, that's kind of why we moved on to like just decided making a podcast. Not only just to like pass the time from what's happening, just to more likely, maybe make someone's day, or maybe just making your day a little easier for either from working out. Hey, maybe you're just trying to go to sleep using this. Who knows? But at least we're helping, of course, right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah.
More thing before
I
we
mean,
end
yeah,
it.
like on a final note,
The iPhone 12.
no, no, no,
Let's
no,
go.
no, no,
No.
we're not talking about that.
We should have wrote it down.
Oh, how often
Like,
are we gonna try and upload?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah, okay. And on a final note, just to have a whole grand finale for this whole pilot we're having here. More than likely, we're gonna try to create a podcast probably every week, and every so often, just to see how it goes from there.
Yeah. Hopefully it's keep it consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a brand new beginning for something even greater from what we're seeing, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, future, all the future.
does anybody have anything they want to say before we end it?
Yeah. Just shut up.
I don't.
Thanks, Eric.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
I really-
I don't regret anything.
No regrets.
No regrets at all. No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anything you want to say, Carlos?
I really want the iPhone.
All right, I just muted him. Anyway,
Okay.
is there anything else you want to say about him?
He's a
Okay.
big-
Anyways, wait about Carlos.
Well, I mean, he's muted right now.
He's a little bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for listening, and we're glad that y'all decided to listen to our podcast. Ah, damn it. Ah.
I mean, just pretty much wrap it up right there.
Okay, yes, it's wrapped up. Thank you for listening. Bye.
See you next time.
All right. Take care.
Yes.